Hi, this is Simon from Codetwo. In this video, I'm going to talk about migrating from Exchange Server directly to Office 365. As you may know, migrating from Exchange to Office 365 has a number of limitations. It may require SMTP addresses and passwords for each mailbox. There is no public folders migration support. There are certain limits for cutover migrations and so forth. But I'm going to show you that a direct migration from Exchange 2003 is possible and that there are no limits if you use a free tool called Codetwo Office 365 Migration, the one that you can see right here, which moves mailboxes via Exchange Web Services. It actually works with any Exchange version 2003 and up. I downloaded the product from codetwo.com, and as you can see, I installed it on a workstation. In my case, this is a Windows 8 machine within Windows Server 2003 domain. I'm logged in as a domain admin, and my account has an active mailbox that is not hidden from the Exchange addresses list. When I launch the program for the first time, a source server connection wizard pops up letting me choose the source environment. I'm going to go ahead and choose Exchange Server. You can also migrate from Google Apps if you want. The next step is pretty easy. Since I'm in the same domain as my Exchange 2003, all I have to do is use a mailbox with domain admin's rights, which is my mailbox. The last step is the final verification process. A MAPI profile is being created and my group membership is verified as well. Clicking Finish will connect me to Exchange 2003 and list all mailboxes from all available Exchange databases. I can quickly recognize users by their email addresses or display names here. Another step is choosing a target server, which in my case will be Office 365. A wizard pops up and all I have to do is enter my global admin's credentials for Office 365. And hitting next will get me to the last step, which is a checklist that helps me verify if everything has been set up correctly. I'm going to go ahead and click verify so that the program can go through the checklist. And if I don't get 3 green ticks, I can use the Learn More options to read what has to be set up in my environment to fix it. There are also some steps to consider with links to tips on how to create a throttling policy or change an EWS request size limit, which might come in handy if the connection with Office 365 for some reason cannot be established. Clicking Finish should give me a list of mailboxes on the target server. Keep in mind that this is the existing list of empty mailboxes on Office 365 that I will be migrating to, which means they had been created in this location before I ran Codetwo Office 365 migration. So bear in mind that you would have to create and activate empty mailboxes for your users first. Luckily, there are tons of scripts available that will help you do this. You can also use a CSV file to create these mailboxes in bulk. Okay, so I can now pick myself as a target mailbox and hit OK. This gives me a manual match and I can start migrating my mailbox even right now. As for the other mailboxes, I can match them manually one by one, but if I have dozens, hundreds or thousands of them, this wouldn't make sense, so I can use the auto match option. Let's select all mailboxes and see what happens. It gives me a quick overview of the auto-match mailboxes, but I can also display a full report with details of the auto-match mailboxes and the ones that don't have their equivalents on the target server. This one has already been matched. This is public folders. You can also migrate public folders with this program. So now it's all set and I can start the migration process. By default, only 2 mailboxes can be migrated at a time, but you can quickly change it to a different number. How long will your migration take? Well, it depends. It depends on the amount of data you have to copy, your network bandwidth, source and target server throttling, and so on. So, that's about it. I hope this video will help you conduct a successful migration to Office 365. If you go to codetwo.com Office 365 migration,